Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Sergeant Alex here, and by the name of the video you can tell that I'm going to be redoing the little villager garden, and I have a few other small things that I'm going to put in towards the end of the video because they're part of the village, but they're a little too small to make it into their own video. So I'm going to do the garden really quick, and then I'm going to cover lighting and such. So, first thing first, I'm going to go over my blueprints, and then I'm going to go over the items we're going to use in this build, and I hope this time I'm going to cover them all. I know the past few videos I'd missed one or two, but let's begin. Okay, for the garden, it's a relative small build. You have the part that's in the ground, that's just the cobblestone border for the water. Over here, blue's highlighting the water, you have the dirt, this is highlighting the little half slabs. These sections here are this wall. I didn't put it in here, but right here is where that wall goes. And then you just have the little grass fence that goes around. And that is pretty much it. Okay, now we're going to go over the little item list we have for this build. And the first thing is we have a full set of the cobblestone items. So the full block stairs, half slab. Moving on over, we have a log of your choice. I went with the oak one. You have the dark oak, half slab. We have the spruce planks, half slab. We have the oak stairs. We have dirt, glowstone, leaves of your choice, fence of your choice. I went with oak, and that is actually the trapdoor, hoe. And since this is creative mode, why not get a diamond hoe? Whatever you're going to be growing, some water to use it with. And if you do the walkway I did, you're just going to need the full block and half slab of the other woods. And now let's get into the building. Okay, and I went right ahead and removed the dirt around our two little garden plots. And coming down the middle and grabbing our cobblestone, starting from the edge of the garden beds, we're going to go around fill with cobblestone. We're going to delete these 3 blocks and fill those in with cobblestone and leave this spot blank because that's actually where water is going to go. And then we're going to go around and just fill in the rest with cobblestone. And now we're going to go on to building our little walls, which, keeping with the theme of the wood, just going to go right around, make a box out of, well, not a box out of wood, a 3-sided box, an open box of wood. And then raise up the corners one. And then all 3 of these walls are the same because all 3 of these walls are the exact same size. You're going to come over and find your center block. You don't place a block there, you place one on both sides. So you have this empty space of 2, 1, and then 2. Go around and do that to the other walls. Then you come along and fill it with fence. At this point I'm going to stop doing it to the other 2 walls. I'm just going to show you how to do one. You can just copy and paste or build it as you go along. So you fill that with fence. Coming out to the outside, you take your fence post, and you have both of them set up like that. And then on top of the rest of the fence, you fill in with the half slabs. And by fence post, I mean the logs, because we're making a nice little decorative design. Then at the end, you're going to place the glowstone. And at this point, I'm going to stop and do it to the other 2 sides, so I'll be back with you in a second. Okay, and we are back, and I went around and swapped out my items for the rest of this little fence build. And we're going to place the dark oak wood slabs on top of the glowstone to kind of close it off. And then come around, leave this side blank while you kind of want to cover up the glowstone, kind of make it look like it's being held in place. On this side, you're going to have that little gap. There's nothing you can do about that. But you can get like corners and edges and stuff. And next thing I want to do before we go any further is finish up making the path with water. As you can see, we have our first little path here, and it's going to trickle down here. And delete 3 and then 1, so you have kind of like that little pointed section. And then you're going to go around and just dig out all the dirt. And then, if you didn't blow up your entire map because you got pissed off about that one video you had to record 6 times, you're going to dig down once more and then fill it all in with cobblestone. And the reason I'm doing the cobblestone again is just to make it look like we purposely are guiding the water. Not like we dug a trench or it naturally formed that way. We actually purposely made it there. We used the rocks to make a little riverbed. And it's not going to be in my blueprint, but if you wanted to, you could add cobblestone, but I'm not, because the wall we used to border around the water so no one falls in is made out of bushes and logs and stuff, and kind of makes no sense that you have a bush growing on top of grass. And while I'm up here, let's grab these 2 items, and then the water. You're going to fill that line in, and then you're just going to start filling in the rest. And now we're going to finish up the rest of the farm, which is the cobblestone front. Okay, now onto the cobblestone. You're going to do 2 lines of cobblestone right here, 2 lines here, and you're using the stairs upside down. And then you're going to place sideways ones so you kind of cap them off and get that little hook effect. And then you're going to come along with your full cobblestone, place it along here, and then top that with a staircase that's going into the glowstone. And then to finish it off, have 2 stairs that are facing into the water. Grab your glowstone, place that between the 2 stairs and pop on a half slab. And then you can go right ahead, place stairs on that, and finish it off. Okay, now to finish off this nice, neat little design, we are going to add our little fence type thing made out of little bushes and such. So what we're going to do is we're going to come along with the logs, place one in each of the corners to start mapping it out. And like the inside little wall, it's gonna 3 of the sides are going to be exactly the same. I'm going to cover the ones really quick. They're the same, and all you're going to do is take 2 leaves and do that. That's it. Now to get onto the actual build for this wall, all you're going to do is 3 leaves, skip 1, do 3 more, skip 1, and do 3 more. And that's pretty much it. But wait, not done yet, because it kind of looks sloppy seeing the top of the log, so all I did is I went around with the cobblestone half slab to kind of break up all the ground we have going on. We have the entire wooden little fence right there that we made. So I did that kind of to break it up. And now we just have one more thing to do. Okay, next is just add a little walkway up. I went ahead and just dug out a random little spot. I made it kind of messy and not neat. And to start with, all I did was just put 2 half slabs so we could just walk right up into there. And every so often, place a random block, some together, some not, maybe a pair that's diagonal from each other. And just finishing up the walkway, you'll be able to see the full thing in a second. And as you can see, I just randomly went and did walkway. And one thing I've done is I've taken the gravel and connected it and slowly integrated the gravel. And then I just put some cobblestone pieces in the gravel to break it up a little bit. But I'll let you do that one. And minus the garden, that is pretty much going to be it for this build. Okay, and here we are just in my PC version. Let's do that really quick to get that out of the way. Okay, now that the little crosshairs is out of the way, I'm just going to cover lamppost and ignore the well in the back. That's a future episode. I'm going to go from left to right, and all the way to the left we have the stock little lamppost. At a different angle, you can see the first lamppost that I made, which is just simple. It's some blocks and some glowstone, which I made have a little hanging effect. The next one's sort of the same thing, but straight up, and I just used some trapdoors to cover it up. We have this little guy, which I made trapdoors out of a base, and then put a glowstone on top. Then pretty much the same thing made out of stone as our first little lamppost, and I used some wooden buttons around the base to decorate it. And then we have pretty much the same design, only for the second one, I used a redstone lamp and put a torch under there for the trapdoors and the lamp will light up. And the one to the left is just glowstone and a regular trapdoor. And I used cobblestone to cover it up to kind of make it look nice. If you're putting like half slabs along the border of the walkway, I figured this design will work nicely. And that's going to be it for the build. I hope you enjoyed it. I think we did a good job on taking the vanilla farm and then building it into something a little bit bigger, but looks a hell of a lot cooler. For the most part, I think it's going to fit into a village. If not, don't be afraid to move some earth, move the farm over a couple of blocks, maybe change up the design. I mean, if you wanted to, take that back wall, move it forward more to make it fit, or maybe take out a garden plot and just remove something. Maybe you're gonna have to shrink it 2 blocks, delete that row, so you just have one section. That would still look nice. And along with that, you'd be deleting those 2 blocks. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. Please comment on what you'd like to see or any other thoughts you have on the video, or if you want to know if something's coming or not. I love answering questions. I love reading comments. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. There's always more Minecraft content coming. There's also a Fallout series I'm doing every other week. I'm kind of swapping between the Minecraft and the Fallout, and I'm going to try and pop in other stuff in between those episodes during the week. But other than that, this is Sergeant Alex, and I hope you have a nice day.